So I'm here and you're there, and Georgia's, she's there. Are you there, G? She's there, hidden behind a little bit of fern, and I've got my trusty trangia, and I'm going to make for you today, I think, what is a perfect meal for when you're out and about and you're being active and you want something hearty but not heavy. So my list of ingredients are some ready done noodles. They're, you know, great to carry. We've got 2 little foil packages, and I've got some oil heating up here, and I just carry it in a vanilla extract bottle, but do use plenty of it. And I just got to adjust my seating position. I've just got a cloth, like little napkin-y thing. I find them really easy to travel with because she goes, I know, it's not for you. Oh no, steady, steady, love. They're good to travel with. And she gets quite excited actually doing this, and I've hit upon this idea of putting some kibble bits into the undergrowth. That's particularly when I'm choosing a location. She gets really, she's in a song now. She's not the star of the show. She gets a bit kind of excited when we're looking for somewhere, and then I think she knows that I've found somewhere. Because, you know, I start putting the bag down and everything, and she gets really excited and she starts leaping around. And just when I'm trying to focus actually and just think about what it is that I'm about to do. So we've got some onion on the go here. And this was inspired actually by a dish called Malaysian lemongrass and ginger curry. And it was Friday yesterday, and I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to go somewhere and cook a variation of that dish. And actually it isn't lemongrass, but it's lemony, and I made it for the first time last night. Later I thought, you know what, that's cracking. So as normal actually, if you don't like something because it's a bit big, because we're being really informal, aren't we, here, but you know, I still want it to be right for you and for me. So, oh, just an impromptu little chopping board in that wooden spoon, that's quite good. So I'm doing petals because I just really like petals, and it's part of the texture of the dish, so that is it. And let me just wipe my hands on a bit of moss. So that's nice. As soon as this trangia is lit, the mozzies disappear, so we are all good to go. Right, so in this little pouch of perfection, I don't know where I get it from really. Oh dear, I've got some herbs. This is fenugreek leaf. Now I do Airbnb, and some beautiful Indian people arrived in my house and brought me a gift to say thank you for doing Airbnb because it enables them to travel, which was stunning. And they gave me all the herbs and spices that they were travelling with. So fenugreek was one of the, well, they gave me a big packet actually of fenugreek leaves. In this other foil I have turmeric, cumin seeds, coriander and cardamom. There's nothing better than cardamom. And I wanted this to be yellow. So these things do cook quite quickly. So there we go, that's all in. And I wanted it to be yellow because I just think it looks really good, yellow. I've got a few mushrooms here. And in my kettle there, I actually brought in the peas. I wanted peas in this. Georgia's got her head down now. She's good. She knows when Mummy's working, and what a job of work this is. Dreaming up new dishes to inspire you to do what I'm doing, which is get up, pack whatever's on the recipe list, pack some water, probably pack a kettle as well. I'm going to have a coffee after this one, I think. And yeah, just come into these great places, and I can't tell you where I am because that would spoil it all. This is hidden food. Now this does actually need a little lid on it and a little bit of water. Just get a bit out of that bottle there. I've got this and this. Brought lots of water in with me. We're still in this really warm summer. That's my coffee for later going over. Right, okay, so we just do need to put a lid on, and I've got one of those lids that I bought with my trangia, and yeah, it's pretty good. Yes, I won't complain about that. Now the magic ingredient is in this bag. It all looks a bit suspicious really. I'm just going to crumble this up. This is coconut powder, and why bring coconut milk when you can bring coconut powder? I've got 4 tablespoons in here. And I'm going to add some more water from my water stash. And I'm just listening to the birds, you know. It's so I would say then that of these ingredients, the ingredients that change this dish are coconut powder, cardamom coming through, fenugreek at the end. I think that's right. Lemon, of course. Now, beautiful lemon we have here. So I've just got myself ready. As you know now, we call getting ready mise en place, and I'm just going to cut the end off then because I'm so used to cutting the end off. You know, there's something so sort of irreverent. This isn't looking too good, this lemon, but yeah, he's not looking great, but we'll have to deal with him because I actually didn't bring another one in, and I'm not reversing out of this situation for the sake of some lemon. But you do need a good lemon, and you need half of it. This is a meal for one. All your friends will want this. If you cook this and they bring standard fare and you make this meal in 10 minutes flat, they will want your meal. They will definitely want your meal. So that there is that in. So we're just going to stir that around. And incidentally, the spice foil wrap thing had salt and pepper in, so don't you worry about that. So we've now, I think this other camera that I've got on the pan is going to be picking up this greasiness, this luxury sauce, and I'm just watering it down, but we need to water it because we need to put these in, and without water these little noodles will just snow. They will not be happy. So we get these out. It's funny doing all this stuff. You know, in the studio I do this cookery, and I'm kind of, you know, a one-take girl really, but it takes a while to get through. We split it all up into scenes, and you know, one scene might be chop onion, cook onion, you know, chop spice or whatever, you know what it's like. But with this, I just set this up. I'm here on my own with my best friend Georgia, and I set it up and I run it, and I made the decision that come what may, it was being shown and done in one take. I'm now just going to have a look at this. Now if you come into this situation like me, and you just gonna, it's really not very happy, this lemon, but anyway, if you come into the situation like me with a dodgy lemon, just do your best. You need half, so given that this is all a bit manky, it's edible, it's just not enough juice. It's funny because I got it out this morning and I felt it and I looked at it and I thought, it looks really good. This is a really good lemon. It's not. It's just a bit brown. Oh well. And there's a pip gone in there, so we'll probably just hunt him out because I don't really want a pip in. So that is now looking really good, and it's not that far off. So what we are going to do now is go into my kettle and get out my peas. Now, I brought peas because they're just brilliant, aren't they? It just fills me with joy, really, seeing those. And I didn't really know how many to bring, and then I doubled it. So that could just go back and stay there for the moment. So those are the peas going in, and they came out of the freezer this morning and just carried in. So that was sort of about 6 hours ago, I'd say, that those came out. So it's a case of reheating them, but actually, don't overdo it because you want them, bitey, and you want them green. Fenugric's gone in now, which is really great. And let's just, where is he? Pop this lid back on. Just for a little bit of time. That lid is actually designed for the saucepans that come with trangia, but we won't get too pedantic about that. So this just needs a couple of minutes, and then we're going to just put them in a bowl. I have actually brought a herb to put on the top because this is also green around me and beautiful, and I stopped off and thought it's got to be some coriander to go on the top of this. But don't feel you should. Well, yes, I think you do. I think you should. I think you should bring in a little bit of herb for your 50p or whatever you have. Bring in the herb and pop it on the top because it adds a different dimension. So that's it, and we're going to just get this off now. We're going to enjoy this. I'm going to get the heat off next, and that's ready. So here we have it. What should I call this dish? I thought an inspiration would strike, a moment of inspiration, and here, sitting here, I think I'd call it deer bolt curry. So that's that. Off we go. We're going to get this heat off. We're going to get this into a bowl. We're going to have a good look at it, and we're going to then eat it. Okay, so I've just got this burning because I'm enjoying meeting some wildlife, and the wildlife being some mosquitoes, and they don't like this. So just while I put this out here, I'm going to just have that burning, and isn't it a beautiful look, and all part of being outside. There's Georgia. Georgia, I'll give you a few noodles. What's this? What's this? Oh, there we go. There we go. So this here is a beautiful dish, actually. I've got it out and I'm pretty hungry. I've been on the go for a while, haven't we? Are you going to come in and sit here? Are you? Georgia, here. Who's a big fruity? I call her Lovey Lulu's. Fruity, Lulu, Gigi, Georgia. She is, of course, the love of my life. My best friend. Sees me through. She finds these environments very stimulating, and when she's been in one, she's absolutely exhausted. She's like, don't touch, pause up. She's digging herself into a hole. So let's just eat this. So we've got some peas in for protein, and actually they're a little bit overcooked now. They've gone a little bit on the browner side. I put some coriander on, and I've got noodles, and I've got a spoon, and it's coconutty and rich and lush. And the thing I enjoyed about this is it's fresh and light, but it is very satisfying indeed. I made this dish up last night, and I had it, and then I was tired for 5 minutes after I made it. I sat at the kitchen table and went, oh, I don't think I can do anything. I can't go out tomorrow. I can't record. I have to go to bed. This was sort of 6 o'clock. And then bang, up I got. I was vacuuming, I was gardening, took the dog out, go to the supermarket, got myself ready. I was still working at 11:30, reading something technical about something to do with this. So, you know, this food is what you need when you're out in the environment and you're expecting yourself to just suddenly be able to perform from an endurance point of view, but also if you're map reading or navigating or, you know, trying to find your way, you know, that can be mentally taxing. And you know, it's easy in that environment if you've got a leader and you're just going to follow the leader. But if you're going somewhere novel and you're navving, then really, you know, you need your brain on and you need to feed yourself. And so now this will be a little bit easier to eat. But I bring a spoon because I can't be doing with a fork and a spoon carrying in, and a fork's no good for most things and a spoon is good for everything. So here we go. Noodles, unctuous, coconuts, greasy, fatty, lovely, unctuous, coconutty, we love it, and mushrooms and peas and fenugreek and a magic mix of spices which I'll put on the recipe card. I've seen a red squirrel this morning. Maybe I should call this red squirrel. A squirrel? No, it sounds like this red squirrel, innit? It's really delicious actually, and it's just got the little pop of peas, and peas and lemon for me go really nicely. The coriander through it, the fresh coriander is good, and the fenugreek is just lends an air of Asia, and maybe fenugreek leaves not something that you might be using, but we'll put them in. The cardamom comes singing its way through. It's a beautiful note on the palate, and even better outdoors. So yes, I hope you enjoy this dish. I know that you will, and I can't wait to see your pictures and stuff online, but also just to know, because life will make me aware that you're cooking it and eating it and feeling happy like I am. And George is in the undergrowth, and I'm just now going to have a look at her and eat my lunch. The last laugh was on me. I went to a spot, I didn't know where it was exactly, and cooked and hidden food, and I left my sunglasses behind, and I wasn't going to do that, so I came back and I didn't know where they were, and sent Georgia off to find it, and that command to her means search. And what is amazing about that is that she doesn't know what she's looking for and she doesn't know where it is, but she looks anyway and brought me back to this wonderful spot. Look at it behind me, it is just gorgeous. So I got to have another look at this wonderful area and enjoy it, and I hope this doesn't happen to you, quite honestly. It's a bit of a nuisance when you're in the car on the way home, but it's all good, and Georgia did amazingly well. So I'm going to go back now and find her a bun or something. But she's so pleased, she knows she's done something right, and we've had a little victory dance together, so it's all good. And I'll sign off now, relax, knowing I've got everything.